47 minutes? That's all the time Dante Volkov has before $300 million vanishes into federal hands. The penthouse floor feels like it's tilting under his feet. His pale gray eyes track the digital clock on the wall, 8:47 p.m. Every second that passes is another nail in the coffin of everything he's built. Tell me again. His voice cuts through the chaos like broken glass. Felix Antonov, his right hand for 15 years, looks like he's aged a decade in the last hour. Every specialist is locked out. Yoon can't access it. Gregorovic can't access it. The entire financial network is gone. Just gone. The words hang in the air like smoke. Dante stops pacing. 40 stories below, Manhattan glitters, oblivious. Up here, an empire is bleeding out. The system that moves money through 17 legitimate fronts, that keeps the authorities chasing shadows, that took 5 years to build, dead. And in 47 minutes, the fail-safe kicks in. Encrypted breadcrumbs dumped straight to a server the FBI has been hunting for years. How? Dante's jaw locks. His father survived 2 decades in this business by being paranoid. The system was supposed to be bulletproof. Before we start, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and really I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. We don't know. Felix's fingers grip his phone so hard it might crack. It's like the whole thing just imploded. The elevator chimes. Every head in the room turns. Nobody should be coming up. Not now. Not during a crisis that could destroy them all. The doors slide open. A woman steps out carrying 2 bags of Thai food. She's short, maybe 5'4", wearing a delivery uniform that's seen better days. Dark skin. Round face showing exhaustion in every line. She moves like someone who's been on her feet for 18 hours straight because she has been. Her eyes barely lift from the floor as she shuffles forward. Food delivery, she mumbles. Get her out. Dante's voice is ice. But Tanisha Washington isn't looking at him. She's looking past him. At the laptop screen on the table. At the error message glowing red in the dimness. Her feet stop moving. Her eyes narrow. That's a Kozlov-Metzger cascade failure, she says. Her voice is quiet. Almost to herself. The room goes silent. Every man in an expensive suit stops moving. Felix's hand drifts toward his jacket. Dante turns slowly, his predator's gaze locking onto her like a missile finding its target. What did you just say? Tanisha's heart slams against her ribs. She should leave. Right now. Drop the food and run. These aren't tech executives. She can feel the danger rolling off them like heat from pavement in August. But her eyes keep pulling back to that screen. To the code she recognizes from late-night forum posts. From the kind of system vulnerability only someone deep in cybersecurity would know exists. The error. On that screen. She points with one hand, still holding the food bags in the other. It's a Kozlov-Metzger cascade failure. Happens when old encryption crashes into new security updates. It's rare. Really rare. Felix moves toward her. How does a delivery driver know? Can you fix it? Dante's question cuts through everything. His eyes bore into hers. She sees something there she hasn't seen directed at her in 6 years. Need. Raw, desperate need. Her mouth goes dry. Maybe. Maybe isn't good enough. Then I need to see the source code. Full administrative access. And, she glances at the clock. How fast do you need this done? 39 minutes. Dante takes a step closer. You have 39 minutes before everything burns. Would you trust a stranger to save everything you've built? Drop your answer below. Can you fix it? The question echoes in Tanisha's head. His voice is a blade pressed to her throat. These aren't software executives. Violence doesn't just hum beneath their expensive clothes, it screams. Walk away. The thought pounds in Tanisha's skull. These are criminals. Dangerous men. She can see it in how everyone moves around Dante like he's a live wire. in how Felix's hand stays inside his jacket, in the security cameras in every corner, and the phones buzzing with urgent calls. Walk away. But her hands are shaking. Not from fear. From something else. From 6 years of drowning. 6 years of being invisible. Of delivering food to people who don't see her face. Of $83,000 in debt that grows every month no matter how many shifts she works. Maybe, she hears herself say again. But I need full administrative access to your system architecture. Dante's smile is a dangerous thing. Beautiful in the way a knife is beautiful. It never reaches his cold eyes. Get her whatever she needs. Nobody leaves this room until the system is fixed or time runs out. The Thai food bags hit the floor. Tanisha moves to the main terminal, her body on autopilot. She sits. Her fingers hover over the keyboard. Behind her, Felix watches like a hawk. His hand is definitely on a weapon now. This is insane. 3 years ago she was at MIT on a full scholarship. Dual degree in computer science and cybersecurity. Job offers from Google. From defense contractors whose names required security clearance just to interview. Then her mother got sick. Stage 4 lymphoma. No insurance. The bills came fast and vicious. Tanisha dropped out to take care of her. 16 months later, her mother died anyway. The debt stayed. MIT wouldn't let her re-enroll without paying last semester's balance. The job offers moved on to the next graduating class. So Tanisha delivered food. Drove strangers around the city. Fixed computers for cash on weekends. Gained 70 pounds from stress and dollar menu meals. Stopped looking in mirrors. But she never stopped learning. Late nights in her tiny apartment, teaching herself systems she never touched in real life. Until tonight. Her fingers drop to the keyboard. They move fast. Muscle memory from thousands of hours of practice in her head. The code unfolds in front of her like a map. She recognizes the architecture immediately, old Russian encryption protocols married to new American security systems. Beautiful work. Illegal work. The kind of system that exists to hide money from people who ask too many questions. She types faster. 37 minutes. Felix leans closer. What's she doing? Working, Dante says. His voice has changed. Softer. Like he's afraid to break her concentration. Tanisha tunnels through the first firewall. Then the second. The system architecture is elegant. Sophisticated. And completely falling apart. She sees the cascade point, where the old met the new and everything collapsed. But there's something else. Something that makes her blood run cold. This wasn't an accident, she says. The room temperature drops 10 degrees. She pulls up the access logs. Her fingers fly across the keyboard, tracking the intrusion point. Someone didn't just crash your system. They exploited the vulnerability during a software update. This was deliberate. Dante is beside her now. She can smell his cologne. Feel the heat coming off him. Who? I don't know yet. But they knew exactly where to hit. She points at the screen. See this? They triggered the cascade manually. This was professional. Someone who knows systems like this exist. Can you stop it? I'm trying. 35 minutes left. Her heart hammers. She's helping criminals. She knows this. Whatever this system protects, it's not legal. But someone is finally looking at her. Really looking. Seeing her mind instead of her body. Seeing what she can do instead of what she looks like in a stained delivery uniform. For 35 minutes, someone desperately needs what only she can do. The code scrolls past. She finds the break point. Starts building a patch. Her hands cramp but she doesn't stop. Can't stop. Then she sees it. Buried deep in the system logs. A secondary exploit. A trap door left open. This isn't just a crash. This is an attack. And whoever did it is still watching. Would you risk everything to finally be seen? Let me know in the comments. Time remaining, 35 minutes. And the enemy is still inside. Tanisha's hands blur across the keyboard. She's speaking in code now, terms Felix doesn't understand. Terms the expensive specialists in the next room never learned. Legacy encryption meeting modern authentication protocols, but someone jerry-rigged a manual override. They forced the cascade. In English. Felix's voice is tight. She doesn't look up. Imagine a trap door left open during a storm. They knew the storm was coming. They opened the door. Then they waited for everything to flood. Dante leans over her shoulder. His presence should be overwhelming. Should make her nervous. But she's lost in the code now. In the one thing she's always been good at. Can you close it? I can patch the cascade point. Restore partial access. But, she types faster. The screen fills with commands. The person who did this is good. Really good. They didn't just break in. They understood your entire system architecture. 28 minutes pass. Her fingers cramp. Sweat beads on her forehead. Then there. She finds the patch point. Isolates the corrupted protocols. Starts rebuilding the encryption layer. The screen flickers. Green text starts flowing. Account numbers. Transaction records. The system gasps back to life. Partial access restored. Her voice cracks with exhaustion. 32 minutes remaining. The room's energy shifts. The specialists who've been frantically working in the corner stop. Stare at her. This delivery driver just did in 15 minutes what they couldn't do in an hour. Dante's voice cuts through the amazement. Who are you really? The question hits harder than it should. Tanisha's hands still on the keyboard. She turns. Looks up at him. His gray eyes aren't cold anymore. They're curious. Intense. Focused entirely on her. Someone who used to matter. The pain in her voice is raw. Real. Before life happened. Before her mother got sick. Before MIT became a memory. Before 6 years of being invisible. Dante opens his mouth to ask another question. Then Felix's phone rings. The sound is sharp in the quiet. Felix answers. Listens. His face goes white. We have a problem. His voice shakes. The FBI just showed up at the Brooklyn office. They're asking about server records. How far would you go to matter again? Comment below. The timer keeps counting down. And now they have 2 enemies closing in. Felix is already on his phone, barking orders in rapid-fire Russian. Tanisha forces herself to focus. The FBI showing up isn't random. They know about the crash. Which means someone told them. Which means this attack is coordinated. How fast can the FBI move? She asks. Too fast. Dante's voice is cold again. Controlled. He makes a call. Marcus. I need 30 minutes. I don't care how. Make it happen. He hangs up. Looks at her. You have 15 minutes before they get a warrant for this building. 15 minutes. Not 39. The pressure tightens around her chest like a vice. Tanisha's fingers fly. Sweat runs down her temples. Her back aches from hunching over the keyboard. She navigates deeper into the system, tracking the intrusion path. There. She points at the screen. Whoever did this left a signature. It's sloppy. Arrogant. Meaning? Meaning they think they're smarter than they are. She pulls up the metadata. I can trace it back. But I need 15 more minutes. You have 10. She works faster. The system is coming back online in chunks now. 60% restored. Accounts lighting up green across the screen. But they're still vulnerable. Still exposed. The trap door is still open. Dante sits beside her. Not hovering. Just present. Tell me about MIT. The question throws her. She keeps typing but her throat tightens. Got a full scholarship. Dual degree program. Computer science and cybersecurity. What happened? My mother got sick. Cancer. I dropped out to take care of her. And? She died anyway. Her voice cracks. 16 months of hospital bills. Then I had nothing. No degree. No job offers. Just debt. Silence. Then, what do you need right now? To fix this? She looks at him. He's not pitying her. He's asking a tactical question. Like she's an equal. Focus. And coffee. Really good coffee. Someone brings coffee 90 seconds later. It's perfect. She drinks it in 3 swallows. Goes back to work. You're brilliant, Dante says quietly. Tanisha almost laughs. I'm a delivery driver. No. You're someone the world didn't deserve. The words hit harder than they should. For the first time in 6 years, someone truly sees Tanisha Washington. Not her body. Not her circumstances. Her. She finds the trace point. Locks onto the intrusion signature. Starts tracking it back through the network. Almost there. Just need. An alert explodes across the screen. Red text. Urgent warnings. Her heart stops. Someone's accessing the system right now. Through the same vulnerability. How would you handle being seen for the first time in years? Drop your thoughts. They're not just under attack. The attacker never left. They're still inside. She isolates the active connection. Traces the IP address. Her fingers move so fast they're almost invisible. They're in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn. The connection signature is professional. Military-grade encryption. Corporate espionage? Felix asks. Or rival organization? She locks down the intrusion point. Cuts off their access. But they've already seen too much. They've been watching everything I've done for the last 20 minutes. Dante's face transforms. The humanity vanishes. What's left is cold. Empty. Dangerous in a way that makes everyone in the room take a step back. Everyone except Tanisha. She's seen violence before. Watched her mother waste away while insurance companies denied claims. This is just a different kind of cruelty. He pulls out his phone. Makes one call. Handle Brighton Beach. All of them. Hangs up. 3 words. That's all it takes. Tanisha's hands freeze on the keyboard. She knows what she just heard. What she just enabled. She gave him the location. The target. And now people are going to die because of information she provided. What have I done? The words slip out. Horror and realization crashing together. Dante looks at her. Doesn't blink. I'm not a good man. I won't lie about what I am. Felix shifts uncomfortably. The other men in the room become very interested in their phones. But Dante keeps talking. Keeps his eyes locked on hers. The people trying to destroy me tonight? They traffic children. Sell them to the highest bidder. I have lines I don't cross. They don't? He pulls up files on another laptop. Shows her. Charity foundations. Community centers in poor neighborhoods. Housing projects. Medical clinics. All funded by shell corporations she recognizes from the system she's been repairing. I move money. I break laws. But I protect my territory. Everyone in it. The old woman on the corner who sells flowers? She's safe because of me. The kids playing basketball 3 blocks from here? They go to schools I fund. The system you're fixing? It feeds 1,000 families. Tanisha stares at the screen. At the evidence of good funded by illegal money. That doesn't make it right. No. It doesn't. But it makes it necessary. He closes the laptop. I'm a monster who protects his territory. You can leave when this is done. Or you can stay and understand why. She should leave. Should run. Should report this to someone. But who? The FBI that showed up looking for server records? The insurance companies that let her mother die? The world that's spent 6 years telling her she doesn't matter? The system monitor beeps. 85% restored. Almost there. Tanisha turns back to the keyboard. Makes her choice. She keeps working. Then she sees it. buried in the restoration sequence. Her blood turns to ice. We have a bigger problem. Her voice shakes. The attacker left a second payload. A data bomb. It's set to detonate if I complete the restoration sequence. What does that mean? It means if I fix the system completely, everything explodes anyway. She pulls up the code. Sees the timer. We have 4 minutes. Would you choose the monster who protects or the system that failed you? Let me know. 4 minutes to defuse a bomb she can barely understand. Or everything Dante Volkov built burns to the ground anyway. Tanisha's entire world narrows to the screen. 4 minutes. The data bomb is elegant. Vicious. Beautiful in the way a perfect trap is beautiful. Whoever built this knew exactly what they were doing. Her fingers fly. She talks out loud now, working through the logic. It's a cascade trigger. If I restore the final protocol layer, it activates. But if I don't restore it, the system stays vulnerable. Can you stop it? Dante's voice is steady. Calm. Like he trusts her completely. I think so. The kill switch is hidden in the encryption pattern. I just need to find there. She isolates the code sequence. Starts unraveling it. It's nested. 3 layers deep. Sweat runs down her face. Her fingers cramp. She ignores it. This is what she was born to do. This moment. This challenge. Everything in her life led here. You're extraordinary. Dante says it quietly. Like he's talking to himself. How did the world not see this? Tanisha's laugh is bitter. She gestures to her body without looking away from the screen. To her stained delivery uniform. Because they saw this first. Nobody looks past what they assume you are. Silence. Then, my father built this empire on blood. Literal blood. He died in a car bomb when I was 23. Everyone assumed I'd fail. That I was too young. Too soft. Too educated. His voice is raw. Real. I spent 15 years proving them wrong. My mother spent 16 months dying. Tanisha's voice cracks. Medical bills buried us. I dropped out of MIT to take care of her. She died anyway. Everyone assumed I'd failed. That I'd given up. That I wasn't good enough. She types faster. I spent 6 years proving them right. 2 minutes left. She finds the second layer. Unravels it. The code is fighting her. Trying to protect itself. We're the same, Dante says. Both shaped by loss. Both underestimated by everyone. 90 seconds. Tanisha's vision tunnels. There. The final layer. The kill switch hidden in plain sight. She reaches for it. Starts the extraction sequence. Come on. Come on. Her whisper is desperate. 60 seconds. The screen flickers. The bomb is fighting back. Trying to activate early. 30 seconds. She isolates the trigger. Disables it. The countdown stops. The screen goes green. System restoration completes. Every account. Every record. Perfectly intact. Like nothing ever happened. The room erupts. Men shouting in relief. Phones buzzing. Felix actually smiles. But Dante doesn't move. He's watching Tanisha. Only Tanisha. She sits back. Her hands shake. Her whole body shakes. She just saved a criminal empire. She just crossed a line she can't uncross. Felix approaches with an envelope. His face is neutral but his eyes show respect. Your delivery payment. He sets it on the desk. And a different offer. What would you do in her position? Drop your answer below. The envelope sits between them like a bomb of its own. And Tanisha knows her life just changed forever. The envelope is thick. Heavy. Tanisha opens it with trembling fingers. Inside, $10,000 in cash. More money than she's seen in one place in 6 years. Beneath the cash, a single piece of paper with typed text. Chief Information Security Officer. $250,000 annual salary. Benefits. Housing allowance. Start immediately. Her mind goes blank. Then races. $250,000. That's 3 times what her MIT starting offer would have been. That's her debt paid off in 4 months. That's a real apartment. Real food. A life. But it's also his world. Permanently. No going back. I need time to think. Her voice shakes. She can't look at him. Dante steps closer. Not threatening. Just present. You have until morning. He pauses. But Tanisha. It's the first time he's used her name. It sounds different in his mouth. Real. Like she matters. The people who attacked tonight know someone fixed it. They know someone brilliant is here. The weight of his words settles over her like ice water. You're not safe anymore. His voice is gentle. Almost apologetic. With me, you're protected. Security. Resources. Everything you need. Out there. He doesn't finish. Doesn't need to. New fear crashes through her. She's been so focused on the moral choice she forgot the practical one. She can't just walk away. She's already too deep. She gave them the Brighton Beach location. She fixed their system. She knows what she knows. They'll never let her just disappear back into her old life. How long do I have to decide? The question comes out small. Scared. Take the night. Think about it. But Tanisha. He hands her a phone. New. Expensive. Keep this with you. If anything happens. Anything at all. You call me. She takes the phone. Takes the envelope. Walks to the elevator on legs that barely work. The doors close. She's alone. The phone buzzes immediately. A saved contact. Just one name, Dante. The elevator descends. 40 stories of thinking time. Of trying to process everything that just happened. She's holding $10,000. A job offer that would change her life. And a phone that connects her to a man who orders hits with 3 words. The lobby is empty. The doorman doesn't look at her. She's invisible again. Just another delivery driver leaving a building. Her phone rings. Not the new one. Her old phone. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer. Then does. Hello? A voice. Distorted. Mechanical. Cold. We know who you are, Tanisha Washington. We know where you live. Apartment 4C, 2847 Davidson Avenue, the Bronx. You just made powerful enemies tonight. Her blood turns to ice. They can't protect you everywhere. We'll be seeing you soon. The line goes dead. Have you ever made a choice you couldn't take back? Share your story in the comments. Tanisha stands frozen in the empty lobby. Her hands shake so hard she almost drops both phones. The threat is real. And she's about to walk into her apartment alone. The door to apartment 4C hangs open. Splintered wood around the lock. Tanisha stops breathing. Her hands grip both phones, old and new. She should run. Should call the police. But what would she tell them? That she fixed the criminal's computer system and now his enemies want her dead? She backs away. Runs down the stairs. Hits the street. Pulls out the new phone. Calls the only number saved. Dante answers on the first ring. What's wrong? My apartment. Someone broke in. They called me. They know where I live. They... Her voice breaks. Fear takes over. Where are you right now? Outside. On Davidson Avenue. Stay on the phone. Stay visible. Stay in light. I'm 8 minutes away. 8 minutes? The street is empty. Dark. Every shadow could be a threat. 7 now. Keep talking to me. What do you see? She describes the street. The bodega on the corner. The broken street light. Her voice shakes with every word. Cars pass. None of them slow down. Each one could be them. The enemies she made tonight. The people from Brighton Beach who survived Dante's call. Headlights turn the corner. 3 black SUVs. Moving fast. They screech to a stop in front of her. Doors open. Armed men in suits pour out. Then Dante. He walks straight to her. His eyes scan the street. Calculating. Assessing threats. You're coming with me. Not negotiable. She doesn't argue. Can't argue. He guides her into the middle SUV. The interior is leather and bulletproof glass. The door closes and she feels safer than she has in hours. Where are we going? Somewhere they can't reach you. His voice is firm. Final. Until we eliminate the threat, you stay under my protection. The drive takes 20 minutes. They end up in Tribeca. A townhouse that probably costs more than she'd earn in 10 lifetimes. 4 stories. Security cameras everywhere. Armed guards at every entrance. One of the men hands her a bag. Her laptop inside. Some clothes. Her toothbrush. We grabbed essentials from your apartment, Felix explains. Everything else is compromised. The townhouse is beautiful. Hardwood floors. High ceilings. Art on the walls that looks expensive. Real expensive. A bedroom on the 3rd floor with windows that overlook the city. A bed bigger than her entire apartment bedroom. You stay here until we handle this. Dante's voice is gentle now. Almost careful. Everything you need is provided. Security is 24/7. You're safe. She should feel trapped. Should feel like a prisoner. But she doesn't. She feels seen. Protected. Like she matters enough to save. Why are you doing this? The question slips out. You don't know me. I know enough. He moves to leave. Then stops. You saved everything I built tonight. That means something. His phone rings. Felix's name on the screen. Dante answers. Listens. His face goes cold. He hangs up. Looks at her. Felix located the attack source. It wasn't just Brighton Beach. There's an inside trader. Someone in my organization sold us out. Would you trust someone who just saved your life? Let me know your thoughts. The threat isn't just outside anymore. It's inside. And Tanisha is caught in the middle of a war she barely understands. The trader's name is Gregorovic. Head of IT for 5 years. Trusted. Respected. Sold everything to a rival organization for $2 million. Felix found the wire transfers. The encrypted messages. The evidence of betrayal. Dante leaves to handle it. Doesn't say how. Doesn't need to. Tanisha sits in the townhouse living room, staring at her laptop. Trying not to think about what handle it means. Trying not to imagine bruised knuckles and exhausted eyes. He returns 3 hours later. She sees the knuckles first. Bruised. Split. Blood cleaned off but the damage visible. His shirt is different. The one he left in is gone. His eyes are hollow. Tired. Old. Tanisha doesn't ask questions. Just gets the first aid kit from the bathroom. Sits beside him on the couch. Takes his hands gently. Cleans the wounds. Bandages them carefully. Silent acknowledgement of what he's done. What he is. What she's choosing by staying. I can't offer you a normal life. His voice is rough. Raw. No white picket fence. No safe corporate job. No pretending the world is clean and fair. I know. But I can offer you purpose. Protection. A future where you matter. Where your mind is valued. Where you're not invisible anymore. He looks at her. Really looks. You saved everything I built tonight. Let me save you back. The choice sits between them. Clear. Unavoidable. She could walk away. Try to go back to her old life. Hope the enemies forget her. Hope she can disappear again. Or she could step forward. Into his world. Into the darkness. Into a life where she finally matters. 3 months pass. Tanisha is Chief Information Security Officer. The debt is paid. Gone. Like it never existed. She lives in the townhouse with full security. Works from an office that overlooks the city. Her system improvements have stopped 2 more attacks. Saved the organization twice more. Dante is different with her. Softer. More human. He protects without controlling. Asks her opinion on decisions. Listens when she pushes back. They have boundaries. Rules. Her work stays legal. Her name stays clean. She builds security systems. Nothing more. But she knows what he is. Knows what he does. Chooses him anyway. Chooses visibility over morality. Chooses matching over righteousness. Her mother would be horrified. Would have told her to run. To choose poverty over complicity. But her mother is dead. Died because the legal world offered no salvation. Because insurance companies valued profit over life. Because the system failed them when they needed it most. Tanisha chose differently. Chose the monster who sees her as magic. Dante finds her in her office one evening. 6 months after the night that changed everything. He's nervous. Actually nervous. She's never seen him nervous. I have a question. He pulls out a small box. Opens it. A ring. Simple. Elegant. Expensive. This isn't just business anymore. Hasn't been for months. You're the only person I trust completely. The only one who sees all of me and stays anyway. He takes a breath. Stay. Build an empire with me. Not as an employee. As a partner. What choice would you make? Comment below and let's discuss. Tanisha looks at the ring. At the man offering it. At the life she's built from ashes. And makes her choice. 6 months after that night. The night everything changed. Tanisha stands on a stage in front of 300 cybersecurity professionals. Behind her, slides display her presentation on Kozlov-Metzger cascade vulnerabilities. The information that saved Dante's empire is now industry standard. Required reading for security specialists worldwide. She wears a custom suit. Midnight blue. Perfect fit. Lost 40 pounds but not from starvation. From stress relief. From sleeping through the night. From eating real food. From matching. Tech journalists who never returned her emails now fight for interviews. MIT reached out last month. Offered honorary degree completion. All debt forgiven. She declined? She's building something bigger. The presentation ends. Applause. Questions. Respect. She answers each one with confidence. With knowledge. With the authority of someone who knows their worth. After, she returns to the penthouse. The same one she entered as a delivery driver. Now she walks in through the front door. Security nods respectfully. The space is hers now. Shared with Dante. Systems running perfectly. His empire thriving. Legal and illegal operations separated so completely that even the FBI has stopped looking. Dante watches her work from across the room. Pride in his eyes. Love in his eyes. The kind of look she never thought she'd see directed at her. In her home office hangs her old delivery bag. Framed. A reminder of invisible years. Of 18-hour shifts. Of being stepped over and ignored. Of mattering to no one. She'll never be invisible again. The moral complexity remains. She's complicit now. Fully integrated into his world. Knows what he does. Enables it by protecting it. The good and the bad flow through systems she maintains. But she's also alive. Thriving. Extraordinary. Her mind is valued. Her skills are essential. She wakes up every morning with purpose. Her mother would be horrified. Or maybe not. Maybe her mother would understand that sometimes salvation only comes from the darkest places. That sometimes the only way to matter is to choose the monster who sees you as magic instead of the system that sees you as nothing. Tanisha made her choice. She'd make it again. Every single time. Because mattering is everything. And she finally matters. The city glitters below. 40 stories of distance from the woman she used to be. The woman who carried Thai food in stained uniforms. The woman the world refused to see. That woman is gone. In her place stands someone new. Someone powerful. Someone who chose visibility over virtue. Who chose being seen over being good. And she's never looking back. If this story moved you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We have more stories coming that will challenge everything you think you know about choices, survival, and what it really means to matter. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective might inspire someone else who's facing an impossible choice. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes, the most important stories are the ones we're afraid to tell.